All right, fire 'em up! We go live and fire!
This video is way overdue, but we're going to take a look back at the finale of last year's Flanders International Rally Challenge. Based right bang in the centre of the city of Kortrijk, the rally actually takes over the main square with a big party tent set up. The rally is a 2-day event with one stage on the Saturday and then another 13 stages on the Sunday. A total of 100 stage kilometres of muddy Belgian roads for us to enjoy. Firstly, mate, I got to ask, because everyone's going to want to know, what's the deal with the neons?
What is the deal with the neons? It's all about the show. First stage on the Saturday night is a really good spectator stage. There's thousands of spectators. It's all for the show and a load of fun. So we thought we'd add some blue neons to the car, get a bit of Fast and Furious vibe going on, and yeah, it's all for enjoyment.
So Saturday was the recce, and the recce was really good. It was a long day but a solid set of notes, and the stages were looking good. Lots of mud around on the stages, so it was certainly going to be a challenge.
Whilst we were out doing recce, the guys gave the car a rinse off and went to set up to the list.
On our way to service.
Hi, Mum. Hello.
Then they took the car through scrutineering, which meant that we didn't have to, which is a black car.
So the first stage on Saturday night was the Lavano spectator stage, and the atmosphere at this stage is absolutely incredible. It's like nothing else you'd experience elsewhere. I think someone said there was almost 10,000 people crammed into the spectator stage. An amazing setup and a really unique rallying experience. The beers are flowing and everyone's enjoying themselves.
So when we recce'd the Lavano stage, there was a lot of mud. It had been raining, so the surface was absolutely slick. There was no traction in there at all, to the point where even one of the recce cars managed to go off and hit the wall. It was definitely going to be a tricky stage. Because of this, we chose to go out in the Pirelli Inter tyre.
So for me, this was actually my first time navigating in the dark. So yeah, it was a new experience for me to be doing that, and something I was a little bit apprehensive about doing. Jumped into the car in service, and then the first thing went to check the map light, and it didn't want to work. So yeah, that filled me with confidence. But we strapped a head torch to the roll cage above where I was sitting, and yeah, sent it out for the first stage. Running in the dark is always a really special feeling, with the lights in the car and also obviously the spotlights outside the car. There's something really special about it. It's a really different atmosphere to running in daylight. I can remember as we were at the start time control, the nerves were building and the atmosphere building. Was a really special time.
The Lavano stage is 3 laps with a merge off the start line, so it can get quite busy. And on one of the laps, we were behind a BMW who was also struggling to put the traction down. All of a sudden, he had made a wrong move and needed to stop, and we narrowly missed the back end of the car, skirted round him and overtook him.
Like suddenly I just looked up and it was like the back of the BMW was right there. I wasn't too sure what was going on, just looked up, there it was. Thankfully Scott managed to avoid it and continue on the stage, but felt pretty close when I looked up and literally the thing was about a metre off our front bumper.
Well, good evening. You are not driving, but I will ask you, how was the stage for Scott?
Yeah, really good. He found really good grip in there, so yeah, it was obviously very slippery, but Scott did a great job in there. Very good stage for us.
All right, good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
So Scott, day one done for Kortrijk Rally. Just one stage this evening. How'd it go?
Yeah, really well. You know, stage one's always quite an anxious time getting into stage one, and there was no problems this time, which is a lot to be said for that. Nice clean start. It was brisk. We found some grip where others definitely didn't. Really fun and enjoyable stage. Loads of spectators, and yeah, you feel like a superstar. So we just parked the car now in Parc Ferme. We're going to get picked up, go and grab something to eat, and get ready to head back out and enjoy some stages tomorrow.
Rally starts proper tomorrow, eh? Good start. For some reason, the Pirelli Inters just don't seem to work on Scott's car. I mean, the time really didn't reflect, I felt, the feeling in the stage. It felt like it was a really good run, and then to see the time, it wasn't bad, but I think we were both a little bit disappointed, expecting a bit more from the time in that stage. And all I can put it down to is the tyres. So we've spoken to our Pirelli expert, Mr. Harkness, and he thinks that it may just be because the car is so lightweight and there's not enough weight to turn them on. So we were sat in a respectable 32nd overall and 3rd in class overnight, but felt there would be more to come on the Sunday. So Sunday morning was cold and a bit damp.
We got dropped off at Parc Ferme and grabbed the car and straight to service and put the wets on and out for the first loop of stages.
Yeah, buddy. Enjoy it.
It had been raining overnight, it was wet on the floor.
We knew on the first stage that you come off the line and go around the first corner, and even on the recce it was just slick mud across the road. Around that first corner and then really tipping toes.
There didn't seem to be much grip out there at all. Very cautious, nearly like a high-speed recce.
After stage 2, we were up to 2nd in the class, moving ahead of Stain and Dieter in the 208 R2. Good, clean, no mistakes was what
the loop was all about for me. Still behind Kim, who's a local driver and has come to be quite a close friend. He was leading the class, but unfortunately he retired on stage 5, which then put us into the class lead. Right, so we are in the queue heading out for loop 2. Loop 1 went really well this morning. Very muddy in places and greasy. Hard to trust the grip on the tyre, but there was grip. We've got the Michelin wet tyres on and they're a great tyre, so I really must learn to trust them a little bit more. But it was a clean, no mistakes loop, so I'm really happy with that. And now we're going to head out for the next loop of stages and hopefully have a cleaner, slightly quicker run through. This one's got the spectator stage in the middle again, so looking forward to that.
When we left for the second loop, it seemed like a no-brainer that the wet tyre was the one to stick on with the amount of mud that was there in the first loop. However, when we arrived to the stages, it was clear that it had really dried up quite a lot and a dry line had formed in most places. So all of a sudden I heard a clunk, looked down into Scott's footwell and saw that his phone had gone flying. So immediately my mind sort of went to, right, mission is try and grab that phone. I had to kind of wait until we went through a right-hander we were accelerating so the phone could fly into the right area of the footwell. When I saw it there in the corner, grabbed my chance and yeah, quickly scooped it out. And hang on to it for the rest of the stage. We jumped out of the car at regroup to check the tyres and not going to lie, they looked absolutely fucked. They were on their last legs, falling to pieces in a bad way. So we kind of a bit nervous with 3 stages left to go in the loop.
Thankfully, after the Lavano spectator stage, which is like a polished concrete, that seemed to clean the tyres up and actually made them look a lot better. So that pleased me, and we managed to nurse them through the next 2 stages.
Okay, so that's loop 2 done. Just waiting to go out for the 3rd loop stages now. A good clean loop, other than the tyres, I think, Scott.
Yeah, absolutely. We We played it safe by sticking on the wet tyre. The first loop stages was quite muddy and dirty in places, so we were pretty sure that it was going to be a no-brainer to go on the wets, but it actually cleaned up really well and dried, so we should have really been on the slick, but we weren't, so
The wets got cooked.
the wets did get cooked. Now we're on the soft, so hopefully now the rain can stay away and we can have a nice enjoyable time on a dry weather tyre.
Definitely, let's go out and have some fun on the last loop. That's the plan. At this point, we were up into the top 30 and still leading the class by just over a minute.
Car's clearly set up for the drive, so as soon as you put a slick tyre on, it really transforms the car, gives you loads more confidence to commit to all of a sudden really started feeling good, whereas the morning it felt more, let's just get through this, let's not make a mistake. After putting dry tyres on dry tarmac, it was like, right, let's really try and push.
The car just came alive. It felt like a different machine than it had done the rest of the day. The last two stages were in the dark. Again, a great feeling in the car. I think it was all just clicking into place for those last few stages. Pace was getting faster and faster. Really cool feeling in the car, just enjoying the Belgian country roads in the dark, spotlights on. A really great, fun experience.
Yes, Scott, it's a season to forget. Actually, you had a problem in the omloop, you had a problem with Hemikuda. What else can go wrong this season?
Nothing anymore. We got to the end of today, no problems at all, no mistakes. We've had a brilliant run, really enjoyed the whole year, and I think we've also walked away with the two-wheel drive FIRC. So yeah, really happy with this year.
I hope you have more luck next year and less problems.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Cheers.
So in the end we finished the event and took the class win, which was a great result, finishing in 23rd overall, which considering the entry was a really, really good result for us. Also meant that we had taken the two-wheel drive championship in the FIRC, so mission accomplished.
So we have made it to the finish, Scott. Cracking day's rallying. How'd it go from your point of view, mate?
It's just meant like very tricky to start off with. The pace was okay, but just quite reserved. It was really slippery, really tricky. And then this afternoon it dried out. We got the tyre choice right on the last loop of stages. It was trying to rain, but it didn't. The slick tyre was great. It transformed the car, and we come away with an amazing result. We finished in Kortrijk. We finished in the town centre. What an amazing finish!
Absolutely mega event. The car just came alive this afternoon with those slicks on, and yeah, mega evening. The last loop was a lot of fun, and that's the main thing. That's why we're here. So yeah, really, really good day.
And then the end of year party started, basically.
Cheers!
Ladies and gentlemen, your applause for Scott and Bill. Congratulations.
Bounce.